thank you for coming. Yes. Yes, this is the Raider Nation report. Yes, Commish is in the house tonight. Yes, line is to the right. Yes, ma'am. Looking amazing in that silver and black, I must say. Yes, VIP is to the left, sir. If you give me your name, I'll check, make sure you're on the list. Yes, you have to be on in advance. Weeks in advance, sir. Yes, line is to the right. Yes, Raider Nation report tonight. A lot to talk about. Yes, there is a full bar inside, sir. Guys, you can't smoke that right here by the door. Just step over there a little ways. I love the smell. Smells amazing, but please, not right by the door. Yes, we will be opening the doors very soon. You know these guys like to run a tight show. They're just making sure everything's in order. Yes, ma'am. You can say hi to the midgets on the way in. Absolutely. VIP to the left. Regular line to the right, please. Doors will be opening very soon. Thank you all for coming. Enjoy the show. It's time to bring them. What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live, as always, from the friendly confines of Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. And just where is that, might you ask? Well, what? It's just down the street, past the house, with the boarded up windows. Make sure you stop at the corner and ask our man Joe. He's a gentleman, he's a scholar. He's a member of the Raider Nation. Slip him what you should. He's going to point you in the right direction. He's going to tell you to take a left and then a right. And as you find yourself strolling down the street, minding your own goddamn business, a cool breeze is going to hit you that chills you right to your skeletal core, right as you walk past this sketchy-ass, deep, dark alley. And you find yourself asking, was that the autumn wind? Oh, you goddamn right. Should you venture down that deep, dark alley? Well, of course you should, because what you're going to find at the end is a special little place that we like to call deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction, and as it is every Tuesday, this is the Raider Nation Report, a solid 60 minutes of everything silver and black, and it is right there at the cusp of the beginning of the football season. You're right at the end of meaningless games, about ready to step into meaningful games. We're all excited. We're all right there. We're anticipation, bated breath, on the verge, on the threshold of a new football season. I mean, we've watched the same games the last 2 weeks. a lot of reason to be positive. Yet a large percentage of the fan base chooses to be negative. To live on fucking negative island. Flying their negative flag. Eating their fucking negative food. I don't understand that island. I usually only get driven to that island, not by my choice. I'd rather live in fucking Positiveville, where I love my team, where I don't trash players, especially when they haven't even played a snap for the fucking team in meaningful games yet. But a lot of people like to live in fucking negative land, negative island. That's alright, I guess. Miserable people choose to be miserable. Who knows why? Fuck them. I'm excited for this season. And if you're not excited for this season, I question your loyalty to the team. The Raiders were built on cast-off players that have come over from other teams. I mean, one of the greatest historical Raider quarterbacks of all time was a cast-off Patriot. Discarded. First-round pick. Thought he was nothing more than a relegated clipboard holder backup quarterback. Till injury thrust him into the spotlight. And then the story was written. Why can't it happen again? It's like Raider Nation doesn't remember the history that this team was built upon. This team was built upon the cast-off, the reject, the injury that nobody ever thought would play again, would be what he thought what he was once. That's what the whole history, the foundation of this franchise is built upon. So I don't understand the negativity at the beginning of a season. Everybody questioned Jimmy Garoppolo for months and months and months. All he did, passed the physical, showed up to fucking training camp, checked every fucking box you wanted. Now it's, oh shit, will he make it past week 1? Will he make it past week 2? There's a certain percentage of the fan base right now that has a fucking countdown for the quarterback to be hurt. How's that positive? How's that supporting the team? How's that win, lose, or fucking tie, Raider Nation till we fucking die? How is that any of that? Were you cheering for Jim Plunkett to be carried out on a stretcher once upon a time? Did you have his fucking countdown calendar with a fucking skull and crossbones marking off days till his injury? I don't understand that mentality. Some of the greatest Raiders, Lyle Alzado, some of the greatest Raiders that I see the fan base talk about historically. These guys weren't Raiders their whole career. Mike Haynes. These guys weren't Raiders their whole career. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I'm excited as fuck for this season. There's a lot of anticipation, anxiety, unknown. Who knows where we're going? New quarterback. A lot of change on defense. Josh Jacobs still out there flapping in the wind, fucking tweeting shit and deleting it and, playing around like a fucking 12-year-old. Trying to play real bad poker face. I mean, there's all kinds of shit. I don't understand what... I digress. We have a long show. Man, I'm getting fucking deep here. Easy. Easy. I'll send your ass down the pipe. Let's get after it, shall we? Damn, foreplay. Fuck a foreplay. I need to put some articles of clothing back on. Alright, let's get into this show, shall we? Let's get the YouTube chat fired up. I believe we got the YouTube chat fixed. I have spent many hours making sure this broadcasting shit is working. So we're ready to rock and roll. Although fucking Facebook slapped us hard. The mystery. One of the great mysteries of Raider Reaction. Ghost up top. What are the great mysteries? cannot be divulged. Only those who have ever been in the studio know what's in the cup. So unless you've been in the studio, but you're all welcome. Anytime you're deep behind the enemy line, any of you followers of Raider Reaction, you are all more than welcome to come over here and watch a game. JoJo's been here. There's been, telling you, open invite. But the YouTube chat's working, so if you want to watch us over on YouTube and get your comments up on the screen, it's over there. The stars contest, you can throw stars. You want to throw stars, we got a giveaway. I'm keeping track. I've got my nice little fucking, got my star sheet at the end of every damn show, every video. I check, and I can follow it in my business thing too. But you know, I'm old school. Oh shit! Oh shit! You ain't but a drive away. We've got a, hey, open invite. Check out the event on the page. I'm having a little private soiree for the opening day. Open invite to any Raider Nation. It's on the page, man. Opening day, little Raider Reaction event right here in Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. We got 4 TVs. We'll have it hooked up. If you feel like making the drive, just putting it out there. But we do got a stars contest going. We got an autographed Mad Max jersey up for whoever throws the most stars before the September 5th show. September 5th show on the Raider Nation Report. And Robert Paul is in the lead right now. So y'all gonna have to catch up to Robert Paul. Robert Paul stiff-arming motherfuckers on the way to this jersey. He's like, ah! He's giving Heisman poses. What's up, Hot Neil? And we got to get into the Jacob saga. The preseason recap, preseason game 2. Quarterback controversy. Butler to the IR. Sponsors Cool Kid, the newsletter, pre-order drop. We're going to wrap that up. All right, Maize and Blue, I'll be watching, brother. I'll be watching. At Dallas, week 2, and of course, the WTF. I'll remember what that WTF was by the time I get to the end of the damn show. God, I gotta write these things down.
Yo, mama.
All right, let's go. Let's get after it. Let's get after it. Stars contest. See, we're knocking things down right off the bat. Let's get into this show. We're gonna jump right into the fucking meat of it. We ain't fucking around. Let's get right into some controversy right out of the damn gate, shall we? Fuck it. Josh Jacobs saga. Josh Jacobs saga. So we come out, I mean, Monday morning, it was like they all like got in a fucking huddle. Like there was this group chat somewhere in some fucking backwoods ass app that probably none of us have, where it's fucking Schefter and Ian Rappaport and Chris Mortensen and you know all these guys and all these different networks and everybody and all these little guys that have branched off and Pro Football Focus and Pro Football Rumors and Yahoo. I mean, within an hour Monday morning in the fucking news cycle, every motherfucking site reported Josh Jacobs will be back. Josh Jacobs is coming back. Rumors reported. Everybody said Josh Jacobs was going to come back. Like I've been saying for fucking months. I'm just over here like, hey, no shit. You ain't going to trash his brand like that. You coming off one of the best seasons of your career. You're the top dog in the motherfucking league and you ain't going to show up to work. Come on now. Ain't that fucking stupid. So I followed it. I started sharing the news because what was crazy was it was just popping like crazy. Every fucking goddamn news source for like every 15 minutes there was another one. Same, different picture, different spin on it. Everyone's saying the same damn thing. And the reality of the matter is Josh is playing this to his advantage because they stuck this guy in the Hall of Fame game last year, which was fucking rude and disrespectful as fuck for what he's done for the franchise, considering you wouldn't give him the 5th-year option as a new regime to come in. And then you disrespected your number 1 running back by tossing his ass in a meaningless game when no other starters hardly played at all. It was absolute bullshit. You gonna go out there and fucking take tread off the tires of a guy like this? Doesn't make any goddamn sense. It was asinine. I think he was insulted last year. So this year, you franchise tag him, and Josh is like, fuck it, I'm taking this to... I'm now purely speculating, because nobody can speak for Josh. He'll tell you that in a tweet and delete it 4 times. So nobody can speak for Josh, because he will tweet and delete that. I didn't say that. Well, I didn't say that either, because I deleted that. But I'm going to let you screenshot that. I'm going to leave it up there for a couple minutes. I mean, this is the type of shit my fucking 12-year-old kids and shit did when they were in middle school. This is... And so if you believe any of this stupid tweet game and think there's anything to that, he's just toying with the media. Anybody with half a fucking IQ can step back and look at this, and this is so easy to see through. It's transparent as fuck. I have no idea. Must be you, Bryant. What's wrong with the clear live streams over there? So, this isn't new. This isn't new. This is a thing that Josh has done. Remember the Roblox? This is something that has went on for seasons. This is just what Josh does. It means nothing. Somebody I seen put up a post and said, hey, ask the head coach. He said he doesn't know nothing about Josh. You really believe that the head coach and the general manager haven't had one single fucking discussion about the number 1 running back in the National Football League that they have a franchise tag out there hanging over who's affecting their salary cap? Not one single conversation. There's not been one meeting. Not one email. Really? You fucking believe that? My God. These guys are horrible at poker. I would love to play poker with some of you people on the fucking page that believe this shit and just eat this shit up like fucking... Oh my God. Like it's the fucking free dessert trip at the Golden Corral. Just eating it up. Oh, let me in the chocolate fountain. I don't get it. This is shit's so easy to see through. I will sit here, I'll eat crow like a motherfucker if Josh Jacobs doesn't play for the Raiders this year. But I don't see any way you can spin it that he don't. If he just decides to sit the fuck out and not play, I think that's an ignorant decision. I would tell him that to his face sitting across the table from him at Waffle House. Over breakfast. I'll buy. That's an ignorant decision. You got 10.5 sitting on the fucking table to go out and do what you do. What you do and make look like a fucking art form. You are the best in the damn league at what you do. You are the best in the world at what you do. There is not another running back that can do what you do right now. You are that motherfucking good. You can't sit, man. You got a window that's about that big in your life that you can go out there and do it. Have you been to Waffle House, Bryant? You asked, why does it have to be Waffle? Have you been to Waffle House? Have you had it smothered, covered, or fucking chunked? Obviously you haven't. If you're asking that question, you have not had it smothered, covered, or chunked, my friend. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And Josh went to school in Alabama, so motherfucker, bet your ass he knows about some Waffle House. And he's had it smothered, covered, and chunked. Bet your ass. So I'm just throwing it out there. We're both in the South. We're in the same region. I just don't see... I don't see how this relationship can be fixed going forward. I really don't. I think this year and that's it. Waffle, hey. I ain't saying what goes down at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning at the Waffle House. It gets a little off the chain there, but you know. Anything gets off the chain at 2, 3 in the morning. There's not good things that happen at 2 or 3 in the morning. Unless it's smothered, covered, and chunked. That's all I'm saying. I think Josh is there week 1. I think Monday. I think they were about a week early. I think they stepped prematurely into that news story. I think next Monday's when the big story drops and it's Josh Jacobs galore, and that's the story. Because the game Saturday, there's gonna be a lot. The talks are everybody's gonna hit the office Monday morning. There's gonna be preliminary chats going through text all day Sunday. Agents are gonna be texting. Hey, will Josh's key be there? Will he be able to get in the facility if he gets there Monday morning? Oh yeah. We'll have security. Let him ride it. I think they were about a week early. I don't think there's a way in hell that Josh doesn't play for the Raiders. And I'll eat crow if fucking he doesn't. I'll be shocked. And I will think it would be an ignorant move if he decides to sit. Now, if he decides to work some business move to get out of Vegas and go somewhere else, that's a lateral business move. I would have to sit back and look at it. Obviously, I'd be fucking crushed as a fan because I'm a huge Josh Jacobs fan. But I would understand it business-wise. But if he just sits, I think that's an ignorant decision because your window's not that big. And I think you have the chance to be a really, really special running back in this league. I think he is a special running back in this league. And I think he has the chance to be a special running back in this league. What's up, Billy James? So, we'll see. The Josh Jacobs saga continues. Alright, let's move on to something else. Preseason recap. Where do we start? We're going to get into the quarterbacks in the next segment, so I'm not going to dig as deep into the quarterbacks in the breakdown. I'm going to touch on all of the other positions a little more because I'm going to hit the quarterback as you see in the next segment. We'll dig in deeper to that. First thing I will say, because I'm going to talk about the positive quarterbacks, because if you're talking anything even half-ass remotely close to fucking sticking a pole 20 feet near a quarterback controversy, the name Brian Hoyer is not anywhere in that fucking conversation. So we can go ahead and talk about him, because that dude needs to turn in his clipboard, and he just needs to be done. He's had a nice career. You've had a nice story. You've had some come-from-behind victories. You've bounced around. You've been on the fringe of being something in this league. And you're a great guy to have in camp, to work some guys in. But you're just done, man. You're done. Talented. And he just needs to move along. I think we've seen who the top of the depth chart is, and we're going to talk about that in quarterback controversy in just a minute. Now, let's step on over to the running back position. And obviously with Josh Jacobs in flux, like what we just talked about, running back's kind of an important thing. I mean, ultimately, in my heart of hearts, I think Josh is there, and he's toting the rock week 1. And you'll have some guys that'll help work him into shape the first 2 weeks. And then I think Josh is off and running probably by week 2 into week 3 at full fucking stroke. Zamir White, again, showed me the same thing that he's just continued to show me. He's a north-south runner. He's a strong north-south runner. It's in the events tab on the Facebook page. Ghost up top. Raider Reaction Sports on Facebook. And just send me a message if you want to come, and you got to RSVP to get the specific information. But yes, all the info is on the event page. Event tab on the Facebook page. Tampa Bay area, we will be hosting it. But he just runs straight forward. He's a strong running back, slams into everything. Now, I'm not saying you don't need that guy, that you don't maybe need that guy on your roster, and you don't need that tool in your toolbox. I'm not saying that. You've needed that Zach Crockett before. You needed that Tyrone Wheatley. We've needed those guys to get those tough yards, to come in and just get it when you need it. I don't know. We'll see. I think in this next level, he's going to have a hard time being the type of back that he looked like he was in the other levels coming up. There's a lot of backs like him that just run hard north and south. It's the ones that can be dynamic, that can move inside small holes, that can create cracks with that small little wiggle, that can just do the other things that, like Josh Jacobs does, that becomes special. I just haven't been impressed by anybody yet out of the running game in any of the preseason games. Now, at quarterback, Damian Williams, Darwin Thompson, I would like to see a little more out of both of them, honestly, because they showed a little this last game. Darwin Thompson got 2 carries for 15 yards, 7.5 yards. Amir Abdallah and Brandon Bolden, I'm good with those guys. Those guys need to be on the depth chart. They're both solid. They're both great depth, veteran. You can lean on those guys at key positions in a game. They're reliable. They both can catch out of the backfield. They understand the system. You can throw them in there. Running back as starter at points. Both of these guys, I think, are huge benefits on the roster. Sincere McCormick, I'm not impressed with Sincere McCormick either. But I would like to see some more, maybe out of Damian Williams and Darwin Thompson in this next preseason game. Maybe to get a little more feel for what their skill set is against some talent. But the thing is, it's hard to tell what kind of, and we're going to talk about that a little more with Dallas week 2. Ow, Dallas week 2. Ouch. How long was that typo on the fucking screen? Yikes. Come on, proofread. Oh, you can't proofread just because you can't reach the keyboard? It's on me? Fuck you. Come on. Fucking vertically challenged. Alright. But we'll get to that in Dallas week 3. It's like Dallas Part 2. It's a mini-series. Where was I? Oh my god, I'm like a cat with a fucking laser pointer. I see one little thing, I'm like, what was that? Alright, moving on. I just haven't been impressed with anybody in the running game. I've seen a couple guys I'd like to see some more out of, just to see where they, but realistically, they're probably going to run with 4. You know how it is, Billy James. You ain't new around here. I think it's going to be Brandon Bolden. I think it's going to be Amir Abdallah. I think they still really are still really hoping for Zeus to beat. I think he's kind of their project, so I think he's going to make it. And then I think it's going to be Josh. And I think they only keep 4. But if Josh hasn't signed by then, that 4th guy that slides in, that's where the conversation, I think, gets interesting. Because now who's that guy? And I think that's where the conversation gets real interesting. Is who's the guy you would keep that's going to fall off when Josh comes in? Because ultimately, they're not going to carry that many. If Josh is there and Josh is ready to be healthy and tote the rock, they're not going to carry that many. On the passing game, you've seen Dorsett with 76 yards, four nice receptions for 76 yards. He looked pretty good. Trey Tucker, you can see that they're really trying to get Trey Tucker and see a nice sample size from him. They got him into special teams as well. Keelan Cole, I'm telling you, Keelan Cole is getting locked in at the number 4. They've got a stiffy for fucking Keelan Cole. They like that guy. I'm telling you. There's a reason they picked him over fucking Matt Collins, and I don't think it's just because he wears shoes. I'm telling you. It's more than that. Isaiah Zuber, Cam Sims, they all got a little look. John Samuel Shrinker. I just butchered that fucking poor dude's name. John Samuel Schenker. Just stop and read that one a second. Woo! My fucking tongue didn't keep up with my brain there. I don't even think my brain caught up. I think there was just a total fucking lapse there. That's alright. Moving on. Michael Mayer, it's nice to see him out there. I'd like to see a little of him, but I think he's impressed enough. You're not really going to see him till week 1. You might just see him a little bit out there just to be in some snaps, to get some rust off, get some game action. But I think that's about it. I think, again, the story is the depth of this defense. and what you're seeing out of guys on this defense that are fighting to be part of the depth and the core that helps flip this defense into what I think can be a top half. I'm not saying top 10. I'm saying number 16. I think they can be middle of the road defense. And middle of the road defense is light years from what this defense has been. And if you can get to middle of the road defense this year, that means your defense is going to win you a few games. That means your defense is going to get you some splash plays. That means your defense is going to get some turnovers. They're going to get some touchdowns on their half of the ball. And if you can get just to steal a few games by help of your defense, that can stick you in the postseason with 7 spots going in the AFC. I absolutely believe that. I think this can be a 10-7 team. I think the positivity of the depth of this team. I think what you should take out of preseason is that the depth of this team and the young guys, the guys trying to make it, they're getting the system and they've got that fight. I just feel positive about this defense. I don't know why. It's the first time I felt positive about this defense in a while. A couple seasons. I'd hoped it would be better, but I actually feel that it will be better this year. I've seen some improvement last year. I just think it'll be better. And we'll see. And I think preseason has shown that. I really do. Drake Thomas has looked good at linebacker. He's a guy who's trying to make the depth chart. And with Butler going to the IR, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, I think that opens up a spot possibly for him. Spillane has looked good. Marcus Peters got a little action out there this week. It's nice to see him get some silver and black action. Duke Shelley was out there. Masterson has looked good. I think some of these guys in the defense, you've got Tyree Wilson is back. He's healthy. He's getting ready. Maybe you see him week 1. Maybe you see him this week for his first little stint out there with some real action. Who knows? But I think this defense is turning the corner. I think they're turning a corner, and I think this is a huge, huge year for the defense and the defensive coordinator. A gigantic year.
All I have in this world is my thoughts and my words, and I don't break them with no. You understand?
Oh yeah, that one hit good. Where'd we go? I think this is an exciting season for the defense. Big season for the defensive coordinator. I think you've now had... Whoa! Easy there. The fuck was that? I think you've had time now. Oh, they're keeping 6. I absolutely believe it too, Bryant. I think they're keeping 6 as well. 6 is it, though. 6 is it. And, I think it's going to be... Trey Tucker. I think Trey Tucker's going to make it. DeAndre Carter and Cole. I think on the fringe is Dorsett. Dorsett could possibly bump one of those guys off. I think he's looked pretty good. And Wilkerson is like this wild dark horse, man. That kid's like the bottom of the chart, and he's been moving up, but he could end up on practice squad. He's looked and on cue, making catches. He's looked good. That kid has looked good. Cam Sims as well. So it's going to be interesting. I think they're only going to keep 6 too, but as deep as they are in wide receivers, I mean, that's 5-6 guys that are going to end up chopped and left out. So it's going to be interesting when it gets down to cut time. Special teams just looked like what special teams does. I mean, these guys are just all pros. They're solid. I mean, at their position, they're some of the best in the league, both of them. They look solid again. I think Patrick Graham, this is a big year for Patrick Graham in the defense because I think now you've had a couple drafts. You've had the time to bring your players in. You've got guys that have now bought into your scheme, what you're selling. I think this is a big year for him. He's got youth. He's got veterans. He's got to get some guys in. I think it's going to be interesting what happens to Patrick Graham if you don't see some improvement on the defensive side of the ball this year. I think you've got to see some improvement. Like I said, middle of the road. I think if this is a middle of the road defense, that's a huge improvement, and I think you could hang your hat on that and move into next year, and you could probably make a career out of that in Vegas if your defense is middle of the fucking road. Raider Nation's gonna pat your ass on the fucking back and give you a fucking parade. That's how bad Raider Nation wants to see a defense. Like, I mean, we missed some fucking Townsend, some Alzado, Long. I mean, even the Romanowski, fucking the Beekert days. I mean, we missed that shit. Even the 2002 era. D. Eric Allen, Charles Woodson. I just want to see good defense again. But put some fear in somebody. Anybody. Alright, moving on. Quarterback controversy. Do we have a quarterback controversy? Is there a quarterback controversy developing in Vegas? We know this guy's not part of the quarterback controversy. He needs to put that ball down, turn that jersey in, give back your fucking house key and your clipboard. But I do believe number 4 is starting to make the seat a little hot for number 10. A little hotter than maybe he anticipated. Possibly. That's a fair question. I will take that. I believe that's Mays down there. If O'Connell was a good pick and he was always known for his accuracy, if he continues to impress, does the talk of Williams for next year die down? Maybe you go after a pick like. I think that's a fair possibility. That's why I think the sample size of Aiden O'Connell over the last 2 games has been huge, because he has really, really looked good. And his talent may force the hand. If Jimmy G comes out and he's less than sharp, he just doesn't look stellar. Maybe the team's even getting wins, but the quarterback doesn't look impressive. This could cause the fan base to call for the hook a lot quicker than they normally would when you've got a guy like Aiden O'Connell that has looked good in preseason. It can cause a quarterback controversy where there's not even a quarterback controversy in-house with the head coach, with the GM, with anything else. But when your fucking fan base starts booing your fucking starting quarterback and starts chanting for the start of, starts chanting AOC, AOC through the fucking entire Allegiant Stadium. If it's fucking week 3, you say, oh, there's no quarterback controversy. The head coach is fine with Jimmy. He's fine with everything's going on. Okay, that's great. We're in the middle of fucking week 3. Jimmy hasn't looked so good. Everybody remembers what Aiden looks like. All of a sudden, Allegiant Stadium, you got AOC fucking being chanted while fucking Jimmy's out there. It's a bad look. How many weeks do you let that go on while the quarterback doesn't look good? Eventually, you've got your hands are forced. A quarterback controversy can be created. It's possible. I was responding to his comment, Chad, and you probably are as well. I agree. I think next year is next year, and you can kind of look ahead, and yes, planning ahead is great, but ultimately I think next year is next year, and I think if you can go out and have a healthy Jimmy Garoppolo, and you can continue to mold and develop Aiden O'Connell behind him, have him mentor behind Jimmy Garoppolo, I think that's ultimately a good thing, and maybe you have your quarterback, and now you go get some more weapons next year in the draft for said quarterback. Aiden O'Connell has looked very, very good. I don't think he's looked good enough that you go and stick him in front of Jimmy Garoppolo. I think that's absurd. I think anybody who thinks that, that's fucking absurd. I don't think he's ready for that. I think he's shown that he can probably be somebody you want to keep around, and you may have found something with this kid. He may be a diamond. And I think you want to find that out, and you want to continue to work that, and mine that, and develop that. I think you want to do all of that. I think he's proven he's your number 2. I think that's why you get rid of fucking Brian Hoyer. I think that's why they brought back Chase Garbers, because I think Chase Garbers goes to the practice squad. And these two are your active quarterbacks. Number 10 and number 4. Your new number 4. I think Jimmy's going to do well this year. I never cheer for the injury of a player, and I definitely wouldn't cheer for the injury of our own player, our own starting quarterback. I like it, Maize and Gold. I like it. He's looked good, man. He's looked good. It's hard to tell because all of these defenses and these defensive coordinators in preseason run very, very vanilla schemes. They don't show their hand at all. Same with the offense. They don't show their hand at all. So you got a very vanilla fucking scheme going against a very vanilla scheme. Nobody's really, going all out on either side. Everybody's dialed back just a little bit. It's just a little different. You're not getting that straight, accurate. Not until you get in the regular season, man, and it's an actual regular season game, and you're out there against the number 1 defense. They're calling fucking plays. Every fucking play means something. It's just a whole different fucking animal. And that's when you'll know. And I don't know if we're going to know that right away, because I don't know if he's going to get that shot. I don't know if he's going to get that shot. I hope he doesn't get that shot. I'd like them to develop the kid, because he really looks like he has some great potential in this league. Jimmy Garoppolo, I think, deserves this year. He's been healthy. He's done everything the Raiders have asked of him. He's checked every box. He's met every deadline. He's met every benchmark. And he's going to be ready to rock and roll for week 1. And I think he's earned the start. With what he's done in this league, I think he's earned this shot. I think he's earned it. He was brought in for a reason. See if he can do what you thought he could do. If he's the guy that you thought he is. If he's not, well, you may have gotten lucky and got you a nice little fucking security blanket named Aiden O'Connell that's sitting back there that may make things all right if Jimmy doesn't work out. But you got to see what you got in Jimmy. He's been a winner in this league. And right now he's healthy. So you got to see what you got in him. Just be happy. You got a backup. But let's not be talking quarterback controversy just yet. Don't be starting chanting for the backup in the stands just yet, Raider Nation. All right. Another fallen player goes down, man. I always hate to see guys go down, especially guys that were looking like maybe they had a possibility to make this team at a position of need, like linebacker, which is huge. Divine Diablo, Spillane, Masterson. You've got some guys that, this young kid, man, who's looked really good, Drake Thomas, who looked really good last game. You've got some guys who have looked really impressive, and Damian Butler was a guy who was looking like he would probably be bottom of the depth chart. Maybe a guy that played on special teams. But it's a position of need, which look at last year, how bad an extra linebacker would have been, an extra talented linebacker. And to see a guy go down, it's kind of an undisclosed injury right now, but he is looking at season-ending IR. There's a possibility they can work a contract and sign and just get him out altogether, or they're going to move him to the season-ending IR spot. Either way, his season is completely over. And that's just unfortunate. That a guy that's been in camp, seemed to understand the system, seemed to be grasping it, seemed to be doing well, and just to lose a young guy who could grow with this team, with the leadership that this Raiders defense has with Chandler Jones, Max Crosby, Marcus Peters, some of these veterans that these guys have. It would have been nice it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It just sucks to see a young guy, young Raider prospect go down in games that don't mean anything, in a time period that doesn't mean anything, where you're just basically trying to earn your way on the field. It's just unfortunate. It's really unfortunate, and it sucks. Sucks. Sad news. That's sad news. Bummer news, man. Bummer news. I need like a... I don't think that fits. That doesn't fit. I don't have a sad news. I got a fail. I got all kinds of other things. I don't think I got a sad news. I need like a violin or something. You could do something. Why don't you do something? We'll figure something out. All right, moving on. Moving on. Enough of the sad news. Next week. Is it next week? No, we're 2 weeks out. 2 weeks out. Everybody by the first of the week should have your goodies. Some of them went out in a shipping, and the second shipping is going out tomorrow. So all of the August winners are out. I will go ahead and touch on the pre-order stuff as well. Those of you that ordered pre-order items from the website, appreciate you. Appreciate you all. Everybody that ordered pre-order items. Those items are already ordered and in motion. I should be getting the shipping confirmation very soon from the supplier as to when I will have those. So stay tuned. I will let you guys all know. Inside, I went ahead and sent everybody's prize packs out though, so you got all your other stuff. I just went ahead and put a little voucher inside, the little fucking IOU in that bitch for your said. So you got a little, I don't know, fucking voucher, I guess, for the pre-order item that's coming. So at least you got something for the item that's coming that ain't in there. Your fuck your team hats and all the other goodies will be coming, and your fuck your team shirts and all your other goodies are coming. But I went ahead and sent the packages off, so those are coming. But go to RaiderReaction.com, check it out. Scroll down to the bottom of the page, throw your email address in there. We're going to have a new newsletter coming out at the first, Dark Side newsletter coming out the first of the month, because the new season's coming out. We're getting ready, so we got a lot of shit planned for September. So make sure you get your email. All you got to do is scroll to the bottom of the page, throw your email in there, bam, done. And what else? While you're at the homepage, click the button for Clear Live Stream. Send Bryant a message. Thank you, Christian. That puts Christian in the running for that jersey. He's in the running for that jersey, that Mad Max autographed jersey. There we go. Puts him in the running. He's got a couple more weeks to catch up, but that puts him in there. That's a firm right in there. And be one of the cool kids. Like, Christian's already one of the cool kids. So's Roland. Look at that, Roland with the 9-month subscriber anniversary. Be one of the cool kids. Be a subscriber at Raider Reaction. Help feed the midgets. Helps every penny you guys throw in, man. Helps us with prizes we give back, the stuff we give out in the raffles. I'm already getting the raffle ready for September. The month of September raffle. That's why I want to get all the August stuff out. So check out the website. There's a lot of stuff on there. It shows you how to become a subscriber on our Facebook page and be one of the cool kids. Get in the dark side. Get in the dark side inner circle. See, Andrew. There you go, Andrew. Come on. You need to be one of the cool kids too, Andrew. You got the Clear Live streams. You need to get back in the raffles too. It's football season. All right. And the pre-order stuff's coming. Thank you all again for everybody that appreciate you all, man. You guys are the shit. Appreciate you all. Anybody that ordered pre-order goodies, they will be coming soon. Look at that, 13-month subscriber. Damn. Bryant, I did send somebody your way. My homie Matt. I was at the concert with Matt on Saturday night. So hook him up. Hook him up, Bryant. He's coming your way. He's probably in your messenger. He messaged me earlier. My buddy Matty. Hook him up. All right, let's talk about this Dallas game, shall we? Let's talk about this goddamn Dallas game. Jerry Town, the Jerry Dome, whatever the fuck you want to call it, geriatric. Raiders Cowboys. This is historically your last preseason game was kind of the game where you got all you basically unloaded the clip. You got every guy off the end of the fucking bench that you needed to take one last look at, and you're like, all right, This might be the last time you ever play football, Jimmy. You want to give her a shot? So it used to be those type of guys that would get out there. So you really didn't get a lot, but maybe one guy may have worked his way on a practice squad or a special teams in that last game, but that was usually about it. No starters played. But now that you're down to 3, I'm interested and curious. Dak hasn't played. Dak didn't play at all last game. Does he play at all? Did they even risk putting him out there? I mean, they don't want his fucking foot put on backwards again. So did they even risk running his ass out there in this last game? Who are you really going to see from Dallas? Dallas has lost every one of their preseason games thus far, as the Raiders have now won 6 straight. The Raiders are your new streak. I think they're ahead of the streak of one preseason games won in a row. Since Baltimore lost, I do believe the Raiders are now leading in the streak of meaningless games won. That's fucking something we want. That's great. Fucking paper champions. Woohoo! Fucking hallelujah.
Yo, mama.
That ain't gonna get you nothing. I tell you, ridiculous. Ridiculous. But I think it's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be an interesting game. I would really like to see a little bigger sample size of Jimmy. Maybe Jimmy go the whole first quarter. And then I really would like to see a huge sample size of Aiden O'Connell. Because I think this is the last chance you're going to really get. I would like to see quarter 1 with Jimmy. Quarter 2 and 3, Aiden. So you get the end of a quarter, and then you get the start of a half and another whole quarter. So I want to see how he comes out and maintains and starts an offense, runs a whole quarter of offense. I want to see how you finish a quarter. And then I want to see Chase Garbers have the whole fourth. Because I think Garbers is still a guy that you need to have on the practice squad. And maybe you need to decide if he's not that guy, and maybe you go out and get somebody else to be your practice squad project guy that you work into the system. But that's really what I would like to see. I think you got to go with the heavy sample size of Zamir White this week as well. I need to see more runs. I think I want to see like 10 to 15 touches for Zamir White out of the backfield. Go out, be the fucking number one. Let him be the guy. Go out in the first quarter and a half, first half is all him. And then throw the other guys in. Because realistically, how many of these guys are you going to keep? How many guys are really in the conversation? I mean, let's be realistic. I think Bolden and Abdallah make it. You're kind of still holding a spot for Josh, really, in the back of your head. If you're intelligent, you are. I was reading your comment there, Harry. Harry says we haven't played any starters in preseason for 2 years. I guess they are sorry that they win. Will that make you happy? I don't understand your question there. I guess. I don't really care if they win preseason games or not. I just think it's interesting that all of a sudden I've seen posts about the Raiders have won six straight now. Yeah, 6 straight. Because they won all 4 of them last year, which didn't mean nothing. It doesn't mean anything. I mean, I was at one of the preseason games last year. I was at the Miami preseason game. And it really means nothing. And when you're there, you can tell. It feels like it means nothing. It's glorified practice. I mean, the players aren't into it. There's not excitement on the sideline. I mean, there's just no passion in the crowd. It's different. It's different. It's different. So, I want to see the starters out there a little bit more. I'd like to see a little bit of a dress rehearsal like old school preseason this week. I'd like to see Jimmy go the whole first quarter. I'd like to see Zeus there go the whole first quarter. Because there is a possibility that you got to lean on Zeus a little bit to help out in week 1 with Josh. A little bit. So I think you need to see what you guys got. as an offensive unit. I think you need to go out nights to see a couple series of cohesiveness, firing on all cylinders. I liked the first drive last week. Fuck, I'd like to see a couple of those. Let's get a couple of those and roll into fucking Donkeyville hitting on all cylinders. I'd like that. I think that sounds like a plan. We'll see how that works out. We will see. Let's reset that a little bit there. No, I agree. Nobody's bitching about winning. I never would poo-poo on a win. Never poo-poo on a win of any kind whatsoever. That just means they're excelling and they're performing well with whatever you send in better than the other team is. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just some people hold too much stock in it. It's like it's winning at practice. You're running a vanilla defensive scheme against a vanilla offensive scheme. Nobody's trying to show their hand. Everybody's trying to play poker. You don't want to show anything that you're going to do in the season. You don't want to create any tape for your rivals. It's such a weird chess game in preseason. Oh, you fucking slacker. Look at this guy. Jeez.
Thanks, bro.
Shows up here at the end, I tell you.
Fatality.
So say good night to the bad guy.
This fucking guy.
The last time you want to see a bad guy like this again for the day.
All right. Man, thank you all for joining me. Appreciate it. Each and every damn one of you guys that joined me. Thank you all. We're getting ready to embark on another season, man. I know you guys are excited as I am. It's lots of anticipation. Appreciate you guys joining me. We got one more segment here. We're going to wrap it up. What's up, JoJo? What's up, Harry, man? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you, man. Hope you're following the page. Got a lot planned. Stop back in again. We do this every Tuesday night. A little thing we call the Raider Nation Report. What else we got here? Chad? Got hanging Chads. What's up, Chad? I'm glad you get the hookup from Clear Life Streams. If you guys haven't got the hookup from Clear Life Streams, they are our sponsor here. They are a member of Raider Nation, man. Give them the fucking hookup. I'm telling you. Give them the hookup. All you gotta do is go to our website, hit the button, go to Clear Live Streams. Don't use DirecTV, none of the other bullshit. You guys I've seen you fucking in the group. I've seen you in the Dark Side Greater Nation group. Everybody looking for apps and shit. Fuck all that. And it's basically damn near free. It's not free, but it's damn near free. I would rather have fucking really reliable and damn near free than free and the motherfucker crashes all the time. Do you want to watch your Raider games or not? Go to Clear Live Streams. Listen to the glass breaking. Easy now. I know. I'm getting long-winded over here. Listen. There's no penalties for overtime.
Yo, mama.
Alright. It's about that time, ladies and gentlemen. We need to wrap this up. Thank you all again. Exactly! John C. gets it. Where else can you watch gay Asian midget porn, ping pong, spitting for distance, and fucking midget oil wrestling all on a quad screen? Clear Live Streams. You can't. Where else can you get it? Come on. You can have fucking Dance Moms, Oprah Winfrey's fucking fat ass. You can have Dr. Phil in one corner and your gay Asian midget porn over here hanging out in the other corner, all on your Clear Live Streams. Just message Bryant at Clear Live Streams. He is and knows where the best gay Asian midget porn is on record. Hit him up. He will give you the hookup. All right, moving along. We got one more segment to get to, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you joining me. Let's go on a little ride. Let's go on a journey. Hold on, let's make sure we got this set up. Fuck. I got a big mouth tonight. Let's see, where are we going with this? Oh, so many ways, so many directions. How do I want to go? I've been maddened in so many different ways in the last fucking week. Which one do I pick? Oh, it's one of my biggest chores of the week. It's picking my biggest irritation. And damn it, I always gotta go with what rubs me raw. Which one's the freshest? And the freshest will come to the top and percolate. See, I just had to give it a minute. I just had to give it a second. Like, what has pissed you off the most over the last 48 hours? It started to come. No, that's too far out. How about the last 24? No, that's too far. I want a fresher wound. Where's it at? Oh, yeah. It's right there. Just a little thing that we like to call the WTF. We have provided you with the greatest silver and black Raider group that there is out there. I will put the Raider Nation Dark Side up against any other Raider group on Facebook. It is the best damn forum out there. We have provided a content place for you to provide your videos, your memes, your pictures, any conversation you want to have about the team that you love. Completely uncensored, raw, real forum for you to speak your mind just like I speak mine. We'd stroll through there casually, just looking at the chalk lines, maybe once a day. We pay no attention to fucking 90% of the posts that go in there. We basically damn near all we scroll for is to make sure people ain't selling shit and scamming people in there. Other than that, we pretty much let you post anything in that damn thing as long as it's Raider related. Anything. We had to put a moratorium on Derek Carr posts. Why? Because he ain't a motherfucking Raider, he's a saint. And you weren't talking about him in the fucking context of him being an ex-Raider. You're talking about it in creating fucking drama and spamming a Raider group about a guy who's not there anymore. So we just had to go in and say, listen guys, I'm sorry, we don't want to censor, we're not censoring, but we're going to remove this one topic out of the group for the better of the group because it's becoming toxic. So we've started to stroll through a little more than we normally do, and we'll pull the fucking things when we see them. But when somebody throws one of these up, the dark side is the dark side. It's real, it's raw, it's uncensored. We don't moderate it. We don't have hall monitors there. We don't save you from the bad words. You can post whatever you want. When we see the shit, we'll take it down. But because it's an active fucking group, when one of these posts goes up, they get fucking 50 to 100 comments on the motherfuckers before we even get there. It's a complete shit show. There's chalk lines all over the place. We get there and we're like, holy fuck, look what's going on. Oh my god. Delete, get it off the page. And we all barely check the motherfucker. So today, a Derek Carr post gets put up. And apparently this guy had a post taken down that he had put up about Carr. Whether it was positive or negative, must have been positive. And he thinks that for some reason we've got some sort of agenda at Raider Reaction, and in the group, the admins have all gotten together and we're on some sort of fucking, we're gonna get Carr, go get Carr, witch hunt or something. That we're gonna throw everybody out that's a fan of it. Dude, I like Derek. I got nothing against him. Ain't no motherfucking witch hunt. We're doing it for the betterment of the group. We'll remove the positive posts just like the negative posts. So a post gets put up there today in the group. Let me get to the punchline here. And this guy, literally, I told you, we stroll the motherfucker at best once a day. I stroll it at best once a day. So this post gets put up today about Derek Carr. By the time I see it, The post has literally been up 32 fucking minutes. The fact that I got there soon enough to even see it is amazing. And he's the third comment. And he's like, I can't believe the fucking admin to this page. Can't believe they'd leave this up and take mine down. Like, you know, I've got some fucking agenda. Like, dude, you are about the most insignificant fucking pissant. You're like a pimple on my ass, like a little piece of lint on my nuts. I don't think of you at all. To think I got some agenda about your posts in a fucking group? Get the fuck out of here, dude. You are nobody to me. Nobody. Get out. What the fuck? You're nobody. If you'd like to know who he is, I'm not gonna fucking put his name out there. It's posted in the featured section at the top of the Raider Nation Dark Side. Go take a peek. I snapshotted it, circled his fucking name, and put him on the wall of shame. Fuck that guy. And we tossed your ass out of the dark side, because you're a soft ass bitch and you don't belong being in it. Weak ass motherfucker. Hey, guys that need hall monitors in their lives and need people to filter posts for them and filter comments, you don't need to be anywhere fucking near me, man, because I'm a little no-filtered and I live in a no-filtered fucking world, and I don't need people that drink fucking filtered water, that fucking have filtered words and need to be in a filtered fucking group. I don't need hall monitors around me. I don't need anybody slowing me down or telling me what the fuck I can or can't motherfucking do. You found the door because I showed it to you. Fuck you, don't tell me how to do shit in my own motherfucking group. Eat a dick. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, what the fuck? I'm out. Peace. Love. Raider Nation.